Alright, welcome to Dummynation. Today we're playing as Brunei. I probably butchered the pronunciation, but whatever. We're gonna go immediately fascist. We're gonna recruit 1,000 tanks. Yeah, 1,000 tanks. We're gonna go back to democratic, 40 and 0. And then we're gonna do 2 ticks of international aid, 2 ticks of moral high ground, and then we gotta find an alliance somewhere. It's gonna be India. We're gonna wait for our tanks, and then the plan is East Timor, West Africa. So the plan is to do that. We're gonna pause as soon as my tanks are here. Now, we're gonna loop you, not like that, loop you through here. Very bad pathing. That was atrocious pathing. But we're gonna loop you to East Timor. So what we want is to take all of East Timor at one go. Okay, loop you like that. Right, here's the idea. We're gonna go down Australia. So I'm trying to find my troops so that I can move them up. Alright, so I see what I want to do. Right like that. Straight line. We're testing how... Like, Greenland is ice. 100% ice, right? But in-game, Antarctica doesn't exist, so is Antarctica ice? If it goes the same speed as ocean, then that opens a lot of doors, because this straight line distance is definitely shorter than doing that. That straight line distance, I think, is shorter. And especially because you don't have to go around the hump. So that's straight. Yeah, that's a shorter distance. At least I believe it's a shorter distance. This is looping up. Let's actually fix our budgets. 27, 12, 0, 40. It's 2025, we need to have the right budget. Alright, to Gambia. So we're gonna do Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Togo. Figure it out from there. So Ivory Coast did declare war. Argentina did declare war. How much is it gonna cost to piece that out? Oh, that's fine. Alright, Guinea. The reason we're doing 1K tanks is so that we can fight. Oh, they're fighting Sierra Leone. Mauritania, get out. There we go. We were able to push them out. Mauritania being super aggressive early, though. So we've lost 800 tanks trying to fight in Guinea. And losing... One, the militias spawning affects population. Very bad. It's increasing Guinea's GDP per capita, which is not good at all. So the militias are a double-edged sword in this case. Very double-edged sword. I do not want to be fighting militias. One, it's making me waste time here instead of fighting in, like, Togo. Two, it's increasing GDP per capita of the land I'm taking. So militias suck in more ways than one. Alright. We didn't get any militia there. Did we get any of Senegal? No. Alright. Well, let's send you home. Actually, no. You left that weak. And they don't have much. That's weak. We could take that. Let's do the fascism thing now, though, before we do that. So we're going to recruit 3,500 tanks. And 4,000 rockets. Now we're going to go back to democracy, 40.1, 42.3. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit excess of rockets. Assuming the militias keep forming, we're gonna have an excess of rockets here. But we definitely want Congo here because of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. That's stuff that I do want to invade, the DRC. Because we want to invade the Democratic Republic of the Congo, we definitely want to get Republic of the Congo for better borders. Alright, let's see if we can get the Chinese alliance. Yeah, right there. They're doing it right now. Because we want both, now that the Democratic Republic of the Congo is going after things, Benin, and we were able to cut off most of the USA, so great. Right there, that's what we want. Finish the thing. And Angola's lost all their troops too. I think we do a full stack attack on Angola. Yep, they've lost their troops, and now we've sent half of them back. South Africa, we're at war with. Ivory Coast, we're at war with. But doing this is mostly for population purposes. $68 million, yeah. So what we're going to see is our military spending decrease in terms of budget, just by taking all these people. I think you should be working towards Burundi, dude. Burundi and Uganda are still top prizes over here, so. And we should also be working towards an alliance with you. And then we can even go for Uganda. Yeah. We're going to start to see the impact of all these people joining us soon. Angola's gone, so let's go to the north. But yeah, we're going to start seeing the impact of all this population joining us at low GDP per capita very soon. And you'll mostly see it in the ability to just recruit infantry like over and over and over again. It's like, once again, the strategy is get a portion of Africa. Now, in multiplayer, I've seen a lot of people say, don't go for Africa, don't go for Africa, don't go for Africa. What they don't realize, troop cost, troop cost, troop cost. You have to go for Africa. If you want cheap troops, you have to go for Africa. It's really that simple. Going for Africa also allows you to not have to go for India. Like, it's a safer alternative for going for India. If you're the USA, you're kind of stuck in the box that if India suicides, you are guaranteed you have to go for India. It's a literal guarantee. You can't not go for India. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose versus China due to lack of troop production. Like, that's the one country where India is 100% guaranteed to go for if you have the ability to. Other than that, it's a question mark. Like, I can see going for it as UK. I can see going for it as France. You have significant troops. Russia. Where do all your troops go? I think Nicaragua got hit, so we'll go for Nicaragua to continue our quest to lower. Never mind, Zambia. Never mind. Ah, you cut me out for both. Fuck you, China. Terrible. Anyway, let's go for Nicaragua, and let's also go for... Beggars can't be choosers. Zimbabwe would have been 2.51, but yeah, this would have been increasing GDP per capita. Let's not be a beggar and choose that. Deliberately going for that. We're fine. Okay, we're going for Nicaragua, whose diplomats are Panama, Ecuador, Peru. Well, the main one to peace out with is the Vatican, or Panama. Alright, everyone goes home. So Peru declared war. Did Ecuador declare war? No? Okay. Now, we don't have this alliance with Russia, but do you have an alliance with Israel for some reason? And Iran. We can get the Iranian alliance easy. And that should make it easier to peace out with North Korea and Israel, should the time come for that. So my train of thought here, what's Djibouti looking like? I can't even pronounce it. I don't like any of these options, honestly. India's already producing troops too, so I don't like any of these options. I think we just sit back, relax, and join me on the Brunei Run. And I probably butchered the pronunciation again. These two are fighting. Canada, US are fighting. Now, I don't think I can peace out with NATO. I don't think I have the RCI is not good. The BRICS is not good enough. BRICS is not good enough to take that on. Looks like they are going to finish off Venezuela, so let's just go for it. Let's get the Mozambique portion, because then that will open up the Zimbabwe portion. Yeah. It'll also open up Eswatini. Ooh. That's actually wide open too. Well, let's add it. Alright, we've added it, so now let's fight you for it. We definitely want a chunk of Nigeria here. We want all of as much of Nigeria as we can take. And because we are a small economy, we'll literally pay. We'll literally take all. Unlike the rest of them, we'll literally take it all. Alright, we've literally taken it all. Good. Although now we did lose out on, because of that we did lose out on Zimbabwe, that's fine. Botswana can take it. Because Botswana's going to be weak enough soon enough. So we can go into that for ourselves. Okay, let's go for Eswatini. And Botswana is looking like 4,000. Well, it's gonna be ours anyway, because you only have 3 million troops, so you won't dent us enough to hurt. So now we're gonna be at a much higher GDP portion, all in the while watching Russia get weak, like really weak. So now we have so much of Africa for ourselves. We now have almost 500 million people. Fourth largest in the world in terms of population. China's gotten aggressive too, so. But more importantly, among the lowest in GDP per capita. I hype on this metric every game. Like every single game I hype on GDP per capita. Alright, Venezuela has a little bit over there. We don't care about it. Malaysia we're at war with. Let's peace out with you. Argentina and Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, peaced out. Argentina, peaced out. I actually think you two are allies, so if we got a peace treaty with you, we should be able to fight Ivory Coast just fine. Yeah. All right. So we're on. All my troops are on the way to the Ivory Coast. We're going to attack that, and then we're gonna continue. Like, I'm debating between attacking Sudan, which has more population, and Yemen, which has a lower GDP per capita. After Burkina Faso, of course, which has, more importantly, no troops. Alright. Everyone's gonna go home now. We lost the alliance with China, and that's fine. We'll get into the American alliance. That's fine. America has a larger economy. If we can get there, Japan is surprised. Japan is surprised it opens up the gateway. Japan opens everything up. Getting Japan one of the key things is you need, if you want like a world record run, one of the biggest things is getting an early capitulation from Japan. You get that, the world is your oyster. So yeah, I actually do want to split this up. So yeah, UK did come in for some of the scraps. Pretty much everyone came in. It's unfortunate that we didn't get it all, but we got the majority of the important crap, so. We also blew our GDP per capita way up, so not much we can do about that. We definitely wanted Japan for ourselves, so. Okay, Japan has been defeated. That's huge. Now, do I want to fight China? I don't want to fight China right now, so we have to liberate that. I'm not in the mood to fight China. With the attacks on the Arab League beginning, I think we go Sudan. Because with Sudan... Yeah, we'll go Sudan because we have to get the lower GDP per capita. Again. We now have 700 million people, 9,000 GDP per capita. 9,000 is a bit too high for my liking. Sudan's a significant size, so we can take it out. Let's slow you down. Also, we are going to end up fighting Yemen, so... Iraq did declare war. Sudan, going for Sudan also opens up Chad ideas. Yeah. So I like the idea of going after Sudan just because it opens up the idea of getting the rest of Chad. Otherwise, why would you do it? You'd just pick Yemen first and then Sudan. Libya did declare war, that's fine. Oman declared war, Kuwait declared war. Now, I actually don't want to peace out with Libya for one reason. They're the easiest way into the Mediterranean. And if they're the easiest way into the Mediterranean, then why would you like try and do something to prevent that from happening? Plus, you can always grab Yemen later, so... We are now 6th in the world. We should probably fix this. So, it starts really decaying at 34. I think 27 is fair, though. We'll get most of our liquidity from that. Yemen, we will stay at war with Yemen. The reason for that is simple. We actually do want to fight Yemen after this, so... And since we do want to fight Yemen after this, we definitely want to stay at war with Yemen. Alright. Let's carve through Libya real quick. Because it also gives Algeria ideas. But also doing this is block USA ideas too. Block USA from Mediterranean access. Without weakening Egypt. So they'd have to weaken Egypt tremendously. Alright. I think we go for Yemen next, because Algeria can only be attacked by Spain, Mauritania, and the United States. Yeah, that pathing was awful. everyone to Yemen. What the fuck is that pathing? Like, come on, dude. Just get to the Red Sea. Why are we doing this? That's awful. But yeah, we're taking Yemen here. We can take Djibouti up next too, so. Djibouti. Alright, and now the rest of Algeria. Now Algeria's GDP per capita is significantly high, but we're only adding 1 million people. So it should not push us. So in the grand scheme of things, it shouldn't affect anything. After this, I'm thinking an attack on China might be a play. Now, who is USA attacking? Well, let's peace out with Comoros, Bosnia, UAE. Let's also peace out with Bangladesh. We don't want to be fighting too many people right now. We want to be able to peace out with who we declare war on. So adding these portions of Algeria, all that does is possibly improve social spending's growth rate. As for the most important metric, I guess you could attack Somalia if we're really insistent on it. But it's no longer going to have serious implications unless we attack, like, India. The only way we can reduce it is India now. Like, and then after that, it's done. Okay, we finished off Algeria, totally blocking USA unless they attack, like, let's finish off Mauritania for them. So yeah. Also, the terrain is kind of nasty. If you look, it's very, like, slow. Like, I'd rather have a path around, like, here. So, like, it's very fast down here. So yeah, now we're finishing off Singapore. Mauritania, GDP low. After this, I think Somalia should be in play. The remains of it, anyway. As we continue to militarize. China is super weak. Like, someone attacks China, this game, China falls. Alright, everyone's gonna go here. We're gonna attack Somalia. Colombia looks very interesting too. Like, everyone's starting to, like, get to a point where, like, we're in a kind of a Cold War state. I'll be honest, we're kind of in a Cold War state. Alright, we took Somalia, including Mogadishu. We're still very much in a Cold War state. It's looking like, if we want to significantly improve economy, it's looking like Saudi Arabia or Mexico are decent options. But first, let's send all our troops home, get everything stacked up for the attack on Colombia. I heard some sounds that looked like people are fighting, but it seems like a false alarm. No one's really fighting. So here's what we do. We attack Colombia. So this path right here seems pretty bad. We are going through very few mountains, so maybe it works. But I'd rather go the other way. Through all this. These two should beat this out, even if they were seemingly equidistant. Also, the Mexicans are getting weak. Luckily, we're not at war with anyone, so let's ally with India. Looking at the metrics, we want another set of commandos. Now, I would love to fight you, but you are allied to USA. And I think USA would betray me in that situation. It's very plausible that they would betray me in that situation. So I don't want to do that. Again, but 1 million troops. And yes, US is the most of their defense power. I'm not a coward. Sometimes you have to play like you're not a coward. And I'm gonna play like I'm not a coward here. France is the most important one right now. And Vietnam, we can peace out with it after that. I'm not a coward. I don't even know where Mexico's attacking me at. Where were they attacking me at? There they are. Alright, we have enough that we can just spread and go here. And I think that's more important here. I think taking all of this, extremely important. We'll be able to reduce this to like 23, even 22, which we're going to do 22 here. And since we're still democratic, we're still getting the boost for that. Let us re-up with USA, though. Make sure they don't betray us, you know? Guatemala we can peace out with. There we go. We are going to get our military here. Alright, let's do another tick of economic research. We're starting to, we're starting to see that you should probably start your game off with social spending on every run, just so because you're just see if it's getting more peace treaties done. Like, I can see 1 tick social, 1 tick international, and then the rest moral high ground. I can see that as a possibility. If your game goes long, I think single player you should be doing social. You should be starting off with a social thing, but not necessarily going social the entire game. There we go. We are now, so top is 2.92, so about 2.2. So yeah, 22 is fine. Eventually we're going to bring it down to 16. We're not at eventually yet. As for GDP per capita, India's still the main thing if you really want to do it. Because we're sitting at 8.38, so people with ones with significant populations are like India. Although the Philippines won't really put a dent in that. So what is the plan? Oh god, that path to the capital is ass. I mean, sure, U.S. is allied to me, but my god, that path is ass. We're also at the point where a lot of countries do not have the defense power anymore. So I'm looking at this chart and I'm thinking Saudi Arabia. As soon as everything's stacked up, I'm thinking Saudi. Also, let's speed this up to 3 days. We can handle that speed now. We can definitely handle that speed. Italy's getting a little active. Spain seems to want to do something. Alright, let's do more commandos. I think we can't leave Saudi Arabia. Otherwise, they're just going to get attacked. Indonesia did decide, let's declare war, so big whoop, want to fight about it, you know. Egypt. So looking at this, Canada, Venezuela. Canada, Venezuela's remnant. The Venezuelan remnant we can just take out at any time, so no biggie. Chile, Vietnam, France, Dominican Republic, Paraguay. We can't touch Paraguay. We can touch the Dominican Republic. I just don't want to fight that. Oh, Bangladesh is gone. I didn't realize Bangladesh was so weak. But let's finish Saudi Arabia. That's the best bet. Let's also peace out with the Catholic Church. So we've seriously impacted our GDP per capita negatively, as in it went up. In-game, you actually don't want it to be too high. Now, can we reduce liquidity? So 3.33. I'd probably be okay with 2.2. So I'm thinking 18% here. I'm okay with that. I think Egypt's about to fall here, so we should probably. I was gonna go a different route. We should probably just go get Egypt. As in, Egypt is definitely about to fall here, so. Bangladesh militias are killing that Spanish army. So much so that it might be worth, like... So much so that Bangladesh might be worth taking ourselves. Yeah, I'm sending half to Bangladesh. China. Stole my idea. Everyone goes home then. Alright. Am I okay? 3.62. I'm okay with that. I'm okay reducing my income again. We're at the point in the game where that's okay. We'll eventually get it back through like other things, but let's get some of the Visayas. We'll get Palawan. We'll get part of Luzon. We're not getting Metro Manila. Darn it. The remains of the Philippines are gone. Now let's go for the Bahamas. Starting to get some really large things here. South Korea with 4 million troops. Not China. No, not China. Don't want to fight China just yet. South Korea. They seem weak. We will have to fight some people for it, but they seem weak enough that let's go for it. Yep. Alright. Looking at this chart, Brazil has low defense power, relatively speaking. Argentina has even lower, but South Africa has basically none, so we can go for South Africa, which also opens up Lesotho. At this point in the game, we've got more people than India. If we combine with India, we're going to be a fucking force. Yeah. Let's just take it. Take it, take it, take it. Take it. Thank you. And then let's take Lesotho. Okay. Now let's take Comoros. Let's re-up with you. Alright, everyone goes home. Yeah, India still is just like sweet eyes, like I want India. I think the more sane option is to finish off the Arab League, though. That's probably the more sane option. Or the less risky option. But for sure, let's peace out with Australia. Yeah, I think this is the safer option. We're gonna do the safer option. We're gonna take him out. I can't tell if my TV is making noise. I don't think it's making noise, but if there's a hiss coming through my mic, then that's probably what it is. You know? But I better make sure that, you know, because people have been complaining that my TV sounds like a fucking tank. Right. We're already going to be fighting the Arab League down, so let's just do it now. The plan was always to fight him down, so... No, the plan wasn't always to fight him down, but at this point in the game, let's just fight it down. And then let's finish off Oman. Who now has no allies, so... Alright. pretty good spot. Now, doing that should increase GDP per capita, which might increase population growth rate, but again, not that concerned. At this point, the more pressing need is getting the economy up. Azerbaijan, Haiti. Haiti looks appetizing, and so does Mold. Yeah, Haiti's probably the best option. I'm looking at it. Let's knock Haiti out of the way. So now we're passing through Africa. Remember, we don't have connection. We don't actually have a full connection. It's only a connecting because we are allied to USA. Change of heart. Montenegro. Half of you go there. I saw that they went fascist, so... Greece went communist. But at least it gives me land inside Europe. Usually you don't get land in Europe in this part in the game. Alright. Let's finish off economic research. Venezuela's remnant is fascist, so as soon as that gets home, let's just finish this off. It's just a little bit of a poke in there. We can finish it off. A little bit. And they are 0 troops, and I don't think they have liquidity to build troops. It is also low GDP per capita. It's also very low population, so it's a negligible impact to my empire at this point in the game, but it's one less thing to worry about. The less you have to worry, the better. Alright, everything's going home. Looking at this chart, there's 2 options. There is India, there is Brazil, there's even Russia in play. After that, there's no really serious, like, GDP growing move. Everything else is tread water. I don't know if tread water's to play here, you know? We're at 15%. But with USA continuing to be my staunch ally and just build troops, where do I get my next option? We could play it this way. We could play reverse defense power. So Argentina and Chile are up. So like Chile would be first. And Chile would be tiebreaker because of lower, yeah. So we can do reverse defense power right now. Which, I think it's fine. Iceland. So Ecuador is their ally. Malaysia, Peru. Yeah, at this point in the game, it does seem like South America is going to fall. Finland. It does seem like the fight's now going to be in South America. Alright. Well, we've done something. So now we don't have to worry so much. Let's go for Uruguay. We're going to have our stack go right through Argentina, but we can take out Uruguay. Alright, they're gone. Ecuador weakened themselves a lot, helping Chile, so we can finish them off too. I don't know why they want to go east when west is definitely the preferable option. Other than the fact that I have a guaranteed path, safe path to west, well, it's just a little bit of Malaysia. Who cares? China's now coming into the forefront. They want to go into... Yeah. So Brunei, we are quickly going to take out Ecuador. It is possible... Now, there are two ways I can do this. We can go into Argentina. There's actually three ways. We can do a full attack into Peru. We can do a full attack into Argentina. Or we can split them half and half. What I'm thinking is we'll split them half. We'll do a split half strategy. That's what I'm thinking. Let's do that. We'll do a halvesies into Argentina. We'll do a halvesies into... Yeah. Because then it opens up Paraguay too. Alright. And we're still holding the alliance with USA, so... And China's about to fight off Brazil for us, so... Everyone go home. So yeah, South America did fall. This fun game. Why don't I just finish off Guatemala just for OCD purposes. Just finish it off. Well, now we have a guaranteed path through either Central America or Africa. Let's send everyone home. As the world surges. I'm eyeballing Malaysia as an attack. It is only 2 million. And it is at a higher GDP per capita, but it's also significant. I don't want to go fascist yet. Because if we lose allies, it's hard to control. So fascism is amazing for troops, but not so amazing when you have to control a win. It's easier to control when you're not losing allies left and right. It's easier to keep peace treating when they're cheap like this. And aka so yes, the cheap troops are nice, but the peace treaties I think are more valuable at this stage of the game. I've had a lot of games take a lot longer than they should because it was impossible to get peace treaties, aka combat the deterrence thing. Many a game has gone awry where I was in a very good position, and well, now you just go from Brazil. Now you just double down. We're taking the time to do all these peace treaties now, though. Yeah, now you do it now. We're still allied to United States of America, and if we join up against Brazil, we will 100% remain allies with the United States of America. And they have lost most of their allies, so yeah. Alright, we are now attacking Brazil. We will need to do something about their allies in France. All these people declaring war on me, we will need to do something about it, but again, As long as the US is allied to me, we're going to have relatively cheap peace deals. Alright, we need to pause. These peace deals are just getting a bit too out of hand to deal with. So, maybe we have to slow it down to 2 a tick, just so that I can deal with them. But there is a lot of them. And sure, they're cheap, but there's still a lot of them to deal with. Alright, Brazil is done. So, we basically are... Yeah. NATO still looks very, very healthy. Now, do I have extra allies? It's just you. Also, we have to consider we have access to the underside of the... We have access to the Mediterranean. The US currently does not have access to that. So as we continue to work on getting all these peace treaties done, we continue to work on all of them. Ukraine, Slovakia. Oh, Australia, what did you do? Whatever you did, Australia, that was a boneheaded move. Hungary. United Kingdom. Yeah, whatever they did, it was a boneheaded move, so we're gonna just do it. Finishing off self-sufficient economy, and let's begin going down to smart taxation to mostly fix the deficit we have versus like USA and China. We do get more economic growth from democracy, a little bit, mostly due to the exchange rate improvement. Alright, so Brunei, this run's looking good. It's probably going to be one of my slowest runs ever because I'm not running full speed. Slowest RTA run again. Which, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right way to play. It's very slow, very deliberate. Is anyone even going to watch this, you know? Anyway, let's attack Russia. They were 6%. They are democratic, but they are there, wide open for the taking. Yep, there it goes. We're gonna do another set of smart taxation here. Our intention is to go down the entire economic tree. And we intend to go down war economy, so. Yeah, Russia's done. So with Russia being done, as in they're just gonna get their ass invaded now. Yeah, Russia's done. They're getting their ass handed to them, and we are going to have a significant we're not going to have a population advantage. We're going to have a good chunk of population and a lot of land. Having a lot of land is actually not the most important thing in the world, except for one reason. You're harder to eliminate with more land. That's the only reason. It comes into play more in multiplayer. It does not come into play so much in single player. In multiplayer, though, you want a lot of land because you are hard to eliminate. Doesn't matter how high or low quality the land is, you want a lot of it. Because then they have to split and go so much. The 32 stack cheese is less effective, so... I know I call it 32 stack cheese. It may not be called cheese by other YouTubers. I know Corgi Circus calls it Corgi Circus calls it the... Damn it, Corgi Circus calls it the Vatican City strat, even though there's a better Vatican City strat. Like, the 32 stack cheese should not be named the Vatican City strat. I'm saying that right now, because really the Vatican City strat is put some stuff in international aid and put some stuff in moral high ground. That's the Vatican City strat. It's not split and go. And I'm not criticizing. I'm not saying it's bad for him to call it the Vatican City strat. I'm saying it's just. I don't think it's the most accurate thing to say, to play, or use. I think it's more accurate to call it take land fast strat or 32 stacks cheese or something like that. Just because it was used first with the Vatican City doesn't mean it's the Vatican City strat, you know? And I do know it was used first as the Vatican City. I think it was Sprouts Geography. That's how I learned it, but I never used it. Like, I know I did not beat Sprouts Geography to a Vatican video, but I've never, before the Corgi video even came out, I never did the Vatican that way. I always did a 4-stack split. And then Paycheck/Hamble on the Steam leaderboards comes around and does the actual Vatican City strat optimization, get some international aid, get some moral high ground. So it's like, yeah. I can't call I can't call the split the Vatican City strat when it doesn't even really help. Okay, I scratch it. It can help, but because of Italy's terrain, like Italy, look at these Alps right there, look at these mountains. You know what doesn't have mountains? Germany. It's these mountains that make it hard. It's the mountains that make the Vatican City strat against Italy very inconsistent. Against Germany, you stack 32 stacks right around the German here. You're gonna get it all if you're on max pace. You're gonna get it all like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, honestly, if Vatican City was in Avignon still, in France, I would say the 32 stack cheese would be more powerful than it is for the Vatican City right now. It would be way more powerful. As it stands, I can't say the Vatican City strat is very powerful as the Vatican. It takes multiple attempts to get it right. You're risking so much. I mean, sure, you could try it. Maybe it would work, because you can still peace out with people. And then you take the Italian land very fast. So maybe Vatican City strat can work. But it's not necessary as the Vatican. Just because just because it was the first strat used does not mean it is the best strat. So yeah, I did get into a little bit of a tangent on the Vatican City strat. That's fine. That's content. Let's speed this up to... You know what? Let's speed this up to a week now. A week a tick. We're at the point where this game's starting to bog down. We're getting into a Cold War state. Let's get our researchers done. Let's continue pushing down the tech trees. Let's look for opportunities like Ukraine. I don't have access to it, so... yeah. But Brunei is massive. Alright. Well, this will... If this run works out, this will be Sunday's video, so... I will still need to make something on Friday for Monday, because I usually don't get back until... Oh, Thailand's week. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want to do that now. No, no, no. I wanted Thailand, not that. Let's chill. Let's chill. Looking at GDP, significant stacks. We're the US's main ally. Indonesia seems like a better play. If I'm gonna make an attack, let's do it this way. Indonesia will wipe out a significant chunk of my stack, but I'm bored. Let's do something. Do something! Don't make me have another 2-hour-long video. Which was my San Marino run. 2 hours, 5 minutes, 50 seconds when you go from hitting the start button to end a game, to getting the victory. Like, just... That doesn't feel like a speed run to me. That just feels slow. For going lowest GDP per capita, Iran is worth it. Greenland. Just finish off Greenland. Add a bit more land. Just do it. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It's not the biggest deal. Plus, you're going to fight some defenders, so... The fact we're fighting defenders will help with issues, so... Just finish them off. Yeah. So we're still getting significant chunks of land here and there. We're still growing at a pretty slow rate. But Europe is getting involved, so that will weaken some of the defense powers of Europe. Will it be enough to, like, really weaken them? No, but... What can you do, right? We can only play the hand that we've got. And what the hands that we've got are... USA doesn't want to attack China. And I don't want to attack China either. So the hands that are dealt are going towards... Let's look at military spending. We're not high enough to justify hurting my research rates right now. Pretty much lowest defense powers are places I can't access. The next lowest is Iceland. And Iceland should be easy to take. No one actually knows. It should be easy to take, though. USA, where are you going? You're going for Ireland. You just went ham. You're even going on war against me. Oh boy, you are on the warpath. You're on the warpath. There, that fixes our issues. We should be able to... Alright. USA went on the warpath and, yeah. Who are you allied to? China. Somehow you and China formed an alliance. Ugh. Like, that's not what I want to see. Yeah. So NATO did save Ireland from USA. Which is good to know. Now, who is China at war with India? You know, at this point in the game, I just want some action. So India's gonna wipe out a significant chunk of armies for me. Okay, everyone goes home. Yeah, because doing that gets China involved. Now China's going to take the brunt of these stack attacks, right? Right, and we are done with how far I want to go into tech tree for economic research. Now we gotta decide. Militaristic, which is designed if we are like close to winning. I would go down to military tree here because we are close to winning. And try and get that up and running instead of going for like the social. Social is if we're like not close to winning, we can go down this to like help our economy grow more. Let's wait for our tanks here. Once we get our tanks, we are just gonna go ham into India. And even with their defense power, we should be able to just fight us down. Alright, everyone goes home. We were able to fight a lot of it, but I don't want to... Yeah, what's going to happen is we're going to end up fighting NATO. No. Yeah, let's just go down to military tree. Fuck it. Yeah. And our militias are fighting down NATO. Like, my god, Sweden keeps going for it. Sweden keeps going for it. Alright. Well, let's go again. Our early warning system is right there. Alright, let's go home. Yeah, now they can't really respond against, well, USA. Now they're gonna have trouble responding against USA because we've been going after India over and over and over again. Now, we are going to lose a significant number of troops the way I've been fighting India. But you know what? I don't care. The reason we're doing it this way is to try and save time on the RTA front, not necessarily the IGT front. RTA meaning real-time attack time, IGT meaning in-game time. Yeah. So there are three giants forming. It's USA, who is quickly losing their alliances. Like, my god. They've quickly lost all their alliances, so that Portugal is going to attack them. There's going to be Fortress USA. NATO's now falling apart because of them trying to attack me. NATO's fallen to the extent that Spain and Germany's like so weak that it's like you should attack them now. Turkey, Italy also weak. To the extent that now this game's going to simplify into a 3v2v, a 3-man battle. very quickly. Yeah, this game is starting to simplify. And with the game simplifying, this is actually huge. Everything is coming down to, with NATO falling apart, this game is quickly becoming a three horse race. Pretty much everything comes down to just taking Turkey and stuff. So yeah. And with USA weak, if we just attack USA now, if we just do that now, if we attack USA now, we probably win this game. And here's the reason I say that. We would get first dibs on the extremely economically viable portions of USA. So this game is simplified to a 3-man battle in 30,000 years. We are going to attack USA. USA does not have the troops to back themselves up, so... Yep. You don't have the troops, so now you just split and go. Since you don't have the troops, we can just do that. China declares war, but they won't be fighting in the right spots. So this will be game over and GG's, and that is PB with Brunei, requested by like at least 4 or 5 people on one of my videos, so that's it. This is definitely not world record. If it is, I would be shocked. But then I'd also be like, not enough people are doing it. Yeah, that's not world record. That's close to craft though. Anyway, like, share, subscribe if you like the content. Ring the bell if you want to get notified for more videos. Leave any requests in the comment section below. I'm basically trying to work through a bunch of requests, so I'm looking for repeat requests, basically, if that's the right way to put it. And then check my Discord to see which requests I am actually working on. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and deuces.